Hey guys, thank you for joining us again at Car Systems Installation. So we're going to show you how to install the YZ Pro YP-CPAA-MB39 version 2. This is an Apple CarPlay wireless for Mercedes vehicles with NTG 4.5 and 4.7. This one also has Android Auto, not wireless. We're going to show you how to install the system. So we have the main unit in here. We have our main power harnesses in here. So this is basically behind the radio, plug into the factory connector, and then this one goes to the unit. We have on this harness, we have a rear camera option. If the vehicle doesn't have a factory camera, you can add a rear camera, and a front camera option if the vehicle doesn't have a front camera, and some power wires for the same purpose. We have here our screen connector. So on the factory radio, this is our screen plug. In this case, it's gray. As you can see, the connectors are the same. Basically, this connector will go to the radio, back to our unit, and the original connector will go from our unit back to the screen. So basically, our system is a junction point between the radio and the screen. When you play the CarPlay, it steals the image from the factory and shows the image from the CarPlay. How do you know you have the right plug? In this case, we have two plugs outside behind the radio. So how do we know we have the right plug? Very simple. When the radio is on, the best way is just unplug one of those two plugs. Like I said, it's usually the gray or blue. And what's going to happen is the screen disappears. So if you have the screen disappears, you know you're in the right connector. If you remove the radio, in this case, we can actually see the wire physically goes to the screen on top, so we know we are in the right one. So I'm going to route that wire to the bottom where I'm going to put my unit. Now the last couple of pieces we have for this unit are the following. We have the USB, which this is for the Android Auto, but also for updates. On that one there is a mic connection. You don't need to put the mic connection. If the vehicle has a factory microphone, it will work on the factory microphone. And then we have our wireless antenna for the CarPlay. Now, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to plug in the power. Now, something very important about the power, Mercedes vehicles tend to have these optical wires. Our T-harness doesn't have the optical wire in it. So what you need to do is basically take the optical wires out. So I'm doing this here with my nail. It's very simple to do. You just lift this tab a little bit, and the optical wire slides out. And as you can see, there is two spots. So I checked and it was on the outside spot. And I'm going to put it back in the connector that goes into the radio side. So you can see that part has the optical wire option. It will lock back. And I'm going to have the second connector, the power, running to our harness. Now, as you can see, it gets a little bit tangled, gives you a little bit of a hard time to run. So you can always take the tape out and release some of your cabling just to give you more option. See, more opening, and you can hide the connector better. Okay, now this is for that one. The screen connector already routed to the bottom. In this vehicle, I route everything to the bottom under the radio, because under the radio we only have the heating control, and there's lots of room behind it, so I route everything there. Okay, so after I connected the power connection, again, I'm going to route my cables that go to the unit to the bottom in here, just to allow me to run it there. Okay, next thing we're going to route is our connector from the radio to the aftermarket unit. So we're going to have that one here, and everything else can be done in the unit on the bottom. So we're going to start putting the radio back. I'm just going to put it in to show you how it all works. So power connector slides in, locks into place. Okay, then we're going to put the rest of the connectors on the radio. We have the original pink connector here, white, original green, and another white for the antenna. Then we have our aftermarket one. It connects where the gray one used to be. So So we're going to plug it in. Again, in this radio is the gray, in your radio it might be different color, different position. This is basically, but you have to just see which one is the right one. And we have one more connector in here, which is our XM antenna. And pretty much the radio portion has been completely installed. This one goes on the bottom there. Okay, we had one more power connector in here. I'll find it to the side in here. Okay, so this one is here. We have all our connectors back in place. Again, I'm not gonna start routing everything now. I'm just gonna slide it for the video. We have, so we end up in here with the original connector, comes from the screen to our unit. So this will plug in, there's only one spot it can fit, so we plug it in here. Then we have our screen, plug it next to it. So this one is our LVD1, LVD2, those are the screen parts. Now before I'm going to plug in the power, I'm going to check my settings. So I have here my deep switch settings, different option deep switch. The main thing is the screen size. So we see here screen 5.8 and screen 7. In this case, the vehicle has, the screen size is 7. But I'm going to put it at 5.8 just so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to put the deep switch number 5 to on. So we have it to on. So it's on the wrong screen. Then we have deep switch number 6 is for the vehicle choice. Then we have deep switch number 7. If the vehicle has a factory camera, we have it to on. If the vehicle has aftermarket, if we're going to put aftermarket, it goes to off. And the same thing in 8. If we're using the original microphone, we're going to put it to off. If it's aftermarket microphone, it's on. So we have this all plugged in. Then we're going to put the power connection. So on the power connection, we have two connectors. One connector in here. Second connector is next to it. So we have two power connections in here. We see the unit start getting the power. And then we have here, we have the wireless CarPlay. And we have our last piece, which is our USB. Okay. Now we're going to turn the ignition on. First, we're going to see that the factory screen is turning on. That means we have the right connector. So the factory screen turns on, no problem. We have the right connector. If we hold the back button in this vehicle, okay, we hold the back button, it changes to the aftermarket, to the unit screen, to the CarPlay. But we see a black screen. So again, because I chose the wrong screen, I see a black screen. So if that's what happens, which means you know that the system got the command, was able to change to the aftermarket screen, but you don't see anything, what you want to do is turn the power off, unplug the power, change the screen deep switch. So I'm going to put it back to deep switch 5. I'm going to change it to off to be on a 7-inch screen. So I'm going to take deep switch 5 and I change it to off, just with your nail. I put the power back in. So the power has to be disconnected when you change the deep switch. Put the ignition back on. Factory screen will turn on to the Mercedes. Now I'm going to hold the back button again to transfer to our CarPlay unit. And we can see everything on the screen. So now we know we have the right screen, the correct screen. On the unit itself, there's a couple of settings you can do. So the main setting is the volume of the unit. So that will be the music and everything that you have, the volume that it's doing. Next option will be auto phone connect. So that will mean every time you get into the car, it will connect automatically to your phone. Driver position, front camera. So if you are connecting the front camera option, you can set up for how long the camera will be after reverse. So when the car is reversed, then you put it back to drive, it will turn on the front camera to a specific time that you decided. Or if you don't have it, if you don't want to have it at all, put it to 0. If you have the system installed and you see that every time after reverse you have the screen for a few seconds, that's probably the reason you have it. You have to go into the settings here, front camera time, make sure it's on 0. We've seen customers do it on 3 seconds or something by mistake, and what happens, they had an empty screen because they did not have a front camera. The next one is the wireless CarPlay. So you have to turn the wireless CarPlay on. Use touch on Android. So there's no touchscreen, so there's no point of turning that feature on. And that's it. The other two features have nothing that can assist. It's mainly the system information. We have mirroring option in here. So there's an app that allows you to mirror your phone through the USB to the system. You have the USB media, you can play music. You have the Android Auto, which is hardwired, and we have the wireless CarPlay. If you want to go back to the factory screen, we can either press the exit button, or if we go back there again, we can press the back button. In both cases, you can go to your factory screen. So you're using everything from the factory buttons, and then you see everything here. For the YP-CPAA-MB39 version 2, other Mercedes and other units that you have, you can find us at Car System Installation. There's one more detail that is very important. To hear the sound on the vehicle, you have to make sure that in audio, you are set up to your aux. And you have to make sure that your aux connection is connected with the aux cable. In the package, you're going to have an auxiliary cable that will run from here to the aux. Now, first test it without connecting to see if you don't need it. So by going to the aux, if we press on the aux and we see that it's not activated, we know that we need to have, we're going to go to the aux here, and the aux showing that it's on, so we can test the music and see if we have the sound. If we don't get any sound, what we're going to do, we're going to have to plug the aux to here, see when it's activated, if we get the sound. If we still don't get the sound when it's activated, then you have to run a cable between this aux to the factory auxiliary. For the unit you can always purchase it on our website. We also have CarPlay for different vehicles, and we have remote starters and other electronics. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.